2, that is health and disease. So students, we are supposed to know what is the meaning of the health and what is the meaning of the disease. So health means a completely physical and mentally you should be fit. Okay, there should be no social means your well-beingness should be seen physically, mentally and socially. Okay, and there should be absence of disease. That time we can say that your health is fit, you are okay. Okay, if any type of disease conquers your body, that time we can say that you are suffering from so and so disease. Okay, if your physical, mental and social you are well being fit and strong, then no disease can conquer you. Okay, that is the meaning of health. And what is the meaning of disease? When such a condition comes that there is a disturbance in the psychological and physiological process, is that is called as a disease. Okay, that is called as a disease, means the person is disturbed physically or mentally through his body pains or any other things. That time the person is known that he is suffering from a disease. Okay, then what is the meaning of pathogen? Pathogen means the germs which causes disease. So what are pathogens? Pathogens are the disease causing germs. Okay. So in this lesson we have studied about the three definition: health, disease and pathogen. So health means that physically, mentally and socially you should be well-being. You should not suffer from any type of disease. And disease means that you are disturbed, your psychological, mental, physical uh, process is disturbed with the disturbed. That time you can say that you are suffering from a disease. Now what are pathogen? Pathogens are the germs which are causing disease. Okay, so today we are going to study about the types of disease. So according to duration and according to reasons, the diseases are classified into chronic disease and acute disease. And according to disease, so hereditary disease is due to history. If one person is having the disease, that is transferred from one person to another. But in acquired disease, we have two: infectious disease and non-infectious disease. So today we are going to deal with the topic infectious disease and uh, in infectious disease, we know few examples such as common cold, flu, dengue. And in non-infectious disease, we have the examples such as diabetes, heart disease, etc. So students, let us study about the infectious disease. So what infectious disease? The disease will spread through the contaminated water, air, food, or some insect or any other animal. Such disease are called as infectious. And that food enters in our body, then it may cause a infectious disease. Even some insects are also responsible for causing the infectious disease. Okay, now in this lesson we are going to study some disease such as tuberculosis, hepatitis, dysentery, cholera and typhoid, how they are caused. Okay, So the first example, name of the disease is tuberculosis, and it is caused due to the pathogen name as Mycobacterium. It is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This is the pathogen. It is the germ name. Okay, what is the mode of nutrition? Spitting by patient through air, prolonged contact with sharing the materials of the patient. Then what are the symptoms? Cough, bloody spitting, difficulties in breathing. These are the symptoms. Okay, and how can you prevent the tuberculosis? By getting vaccinated. So BCG is the injection vaccine which is to be taken as a treatment, and the patient should be isolated in the hospitals, and there should be a regular medication like DOT. Okay, DOT is the name of the medicine which is preferred for tuberculosis. Okay. Then we have the next disease that is called as hepatitis, that is jaundice. Now the pathogens, that is virus, is caused by hepatitis virus. So hepatitis virus, we have different hepatitis, hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, and again the mode of nutrition is same, by air, water, and food. Then symptoms of this jaundice is anorexia, means weight loss. Okay, the weight is lost due to this disease. Then yellow urine, weakness, general weakness, nausea, means chakkar aana, vomiting, and gray stool. These are the symptoms of the hepatitis. Okay, then how can you prevent? You can prevent yourself by drinking the boiled water and proper cleaning your hands. Then the next disease, that is about dysentery. Now dysentery is caused by the bacteria and also virus. So this disease is caused due to the bacteria and virus. Okay. Shigella and and Entamoeba histolytica. These are the names of the pathogen. Okay, again I'm repeating, these are the names of the pathogen, and the mode of nutrition is through dysentery. As you know, whenever the dysentery happens, the stool is watery, there is a pain in abdomen. So what is the treatment? The doctor advises you to drink the ORS powder to mix with the water and to drink, or else he asks you to drink sugar, salt, and water mixture. In this case, you are supposed to drink the boiled water. See, students, nowadays the rainy season is there. So in rainy season, the people are due to various disease. Okay. It is virus A, B, C, D, and E. So in this virus, the mode of nutrition is contaminated water, sharing needles, and blood transfusion. Okay, as you all know, nowadays sharing needles has not been seen, because all the doctors are aware of this, and so whenever they inject any person, they throw the needle away and use a new syringe for the they use new syringe for the new patient. And the blood transfusion, in blood transformation, the person who is suffering from hepatitis, the blood should not be donated in such case. Then what are the symptoms? Anorexia means weight is gained. Then yellow urine, general weakness in nausea, vomiting, gray stool. All these things are the seen in the symptoms of the hepatitis. Okay, then what is the treatment or prevention for this disease? By drinking the boiled water or proper cleaning of your hands. Then the next type of disease is dysentery. And the name of the pathogen is bacteria, virus, Shigella, bacilli, Entomia histolytica. Now in this, the symptoms are watery stools and there is a pain in the abdomen. Okay, and the prevention or the treatment can be done with the help of drinking boiled water or proper storage of food, and ORS consumption. So whenever dysentery causes, doctor advises to take the ORS powder mixing with the water so that it will give a relief. When dysentery occurs, the loss of water from the body takes place and which causes nausea afterwards. So to avoid this, vomiting and gray stool means what? Vomiting means ulti karna and gray stool means the color of your stool changes. देखो हम मेडिसिन वगैरह जब लेते हैं that time due to the medicine the color of the urine and the stool also changes. Okay, so that is called about that. So you are supposed to take the ORS powder. Then next type name of the pathogen is Vibrio cholerae. And the mode of nutrition, again the mode of nutrition is same in all this disease, because as we are studying the infectious disease, so the mode of nutrition is similar to all of them. And the symptoms is vomiting, severe diarrhea, cramps in legs. So in the legs sometimes cramps is coming, then vomiting means feeling like ulti jaisa hona. Prevention can be drinking boiled water. So in most things you have seen that the prevention is to drink boiled water. Nowadays the rainy season is there, so doctor always advises us to drink boiled water in rainy season, because many of the diseases are caused in this only. In many of the diseases are active in this period only. So you are supposed to protect yourself by drinking the boiled water. Okay. Then the next is typhoid. Next is typhoid. Now here the pathogen name is Salmonella typhi. Pronunciation L is silent. Salmonella typhi. And again the symptoms are anorexia. Weight is lost, headache is there, then the fever is there, dysentery is there in this type of things. And again drinking boiled water is one of the preventive measure for this vaccination, and proper disposal of the sewage should be done, because typhoid can spread through the air also. Then the next type of disease is dengue. As you all know that the dengue is caused due to the mosquitoes. So these mosquitoes, they lay their egg in the waterlogged places. So wherever the water is logged, at that place you will find the mosquitoes population is more than at that site. Okay. Now which the dengue is spread by Aedes aegypti. Okay, this can be also asked in the fill in the blanks. Dengue is spread by dash. So Aedes aegypti. This is the name you are supposed to write in the this is caused by den1 and 2 virus belonging to the type of flavivirus. So this type of virus is belonging to flavivirus. Flavivirus is one of the name of the virus. So it is similar to that, we can see. Okay. And in this dengue, what are the symptoms? Acute fever, headache, vomiting, pains, eye socket. Then your WBC's platelets, na, it will immediately decrease. Okay, the platelets which are in WBCs, it will decrease immediately. Okay, that will be damaged. So these are the symptoms of the dengue. Okay, now the next, malaria is caused due to the female anopheles. Okay, malaria is caused due to the female anopheles, while as elephantiasis is caused due to the female culex. So which mosquito bites no is having a name to that disease. Okay, so if the female anopheles, that is a type of mosquito, if it bites, the person may suffer from malaria. And if the female culex bites the human, then the disease known as elephantiasis can be caused. Now anopheles and aedes, these grow in a clean water. Okay, these mosquitoes grow in a clean water, whereas the culex grow in a dirty, sewage water. Okay, so this is the most important thing you should know. Okay, the person who comes in contact with the pig can have this type of disease. Okay, now the virus of the swine flu is spread through the sweat of the infected person. So even through the sweat of the infected person, this disease can be spread. Okay, and what are the symptoms? The secretion of the nose is there, throat is paining, then saliva is always secreted in the mouth of this person, uh, and what are the symptoms of the swine flu? The person is having difficulties in breathing and sore throat and body pains. Okay. So these are the things about the swine flu. There is there is secretion of nose, then the throat is paining, then the saliva is also uh, is there. So that all things are uh, very much irritating to the person, and there is secretion of the nose again and again. Means whatever the symptoms you are having for your cough and cold, no, same symptoms are there. Okay, difficulties in breathing, sore throat, and body also pains. So only the thing you should know that this is the type of the disease spread through pigs. Okay. Then the next thing is diagnosis of the swine flu. So diagnosis of the swine flu, in diagnosis, your uh, liquid is taken from the throat of the patient and it is sent to the laboratory for the test. Okay, now the swine flu is caused by the virus. Okay, it is caused by the virus influenza named as H1N1. And how does it spread? It spread by one person who is in contact with the pig and contract this disease. Okay, diagnosis of the swine flu. So diagnosis of the swine flu, um, facilities are available from the National Institute, that is NIV, and Pune, and National Institute of Communicable Disease, NICD, in Delhi. So we have the laboratories to test the swine flu in Pune and in Delhi. Okay, these institute work on this disease named as swine flu, and they do the research on these studies. Then the next type of disease is AIDS. So the full form of the AIDS is acquired immuno disease. Okay, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So in this type of disease, there is weakening in the person. So if the person is suffering from AIDS, the many diseases come over it and conquer the person with many diseases. So the person uh, means the person is suffering from many of the disease, and his WBC, that the immunity power becomes less in these things. Then ELISA is one of the tests to diagnose the AIDS. Then the symptoms of the AIDS are specific in the person. So you can see the virus also in the, see here I told you the person is having weakening of the natural immunity, means his immunity power becomes less day by day, and he is suffering from many types of disease. Okay, immunity means ability to fight against the disease. So he may suffer, means the person is inviting all the disease towards it as the immunity power is decreased. Okay, so only again and again in this corona pandemic situation, again and again people are advised to increase the immunity power. What does immunity means? To increase the disease fighting resistance. If you increase your immunity power, your body will be able to fight against the germs. So that is one of the reasons that you are supposed to increase your immunity power to fight against the any disease. So this immunity power gets weakened in the AIDS person.
So this is the Elisa test for AIDS. Okay, this is one of the Elisa tests used for proper diagnosis of the AIDS. Now you can see that in AIDS, okay, the people occur that not to touch the people, then array, he is the HIV positive person, so how should I talk to him, I should not shake my hand with him. So this is not a contaminated disease. This does not spread by touching, by sharing the food with the HIV infected person, but the person who is suffering from the HIV virus will have his own disease, and it is not a spreading disease, so it does not spread from one person to another. Okay, now HIV was firstly seen in the American species, that is monkey, and 80 to 85% of HIV infections are seen in India due to unsafe sexual contact. So, due to the safe sexual contact, this disease can be spread from one person to another. Okay, so this is all about the infectious disease. So in the next lecture we are going to study about the non-infectious disease. Okay.